All right, Vixit. So very welcome to our YouTube channel and this Zoom meeting that we are doing for the lead aspirants. This is Kriti and today's guest is going to be Vixit. Before I initiate it, would like to tell that we hold this session for the students who are actually preparing for NEET and they want someone to guide that how to start it, what are the preparation things, what should be the strategies, how coaching needs to be handled, and a lot of things we are going to discuss into this session. So before I move ahead, I will just bring this to Vixit. Vixit, please introduce yourself, your college, your name, and everything.
Okay, so my name is Viksit Yadav. I am a final year MBBS student at Vardhman Mahavir Medical College in Safdarjung Hospital, New Delhi. So, starting for from the very beginning, so why I've started my NEET preparation? So I've started my NEET preparation around, I guess, in my 10th standard. When you
Yeah.
actually are serious now that what you have to decide in life, whether you want to become a doctor, engineer, or any other field.
Mhm.
So I have decided that thing around in my 10th standard,
Thank you.
and that I have to prepare for it. I have started my actual preparation in the mid
Okay.
11th. Since it was my first attempt only, and I've cracked my NEET in the first attempt with an all India rank of 468 in NEET 2023.
Okay, then I guess Vixit, there is a lot to learn from you because you said it, you just started in 10th. You cracked into your first attempt. So we do definitely students are going to be inspired by this thing and what made you to crack in the very first attempt, we will discuss more about it. So I would like to tell our audiences that Ki Vixit is our mentor on the Unchaai platform. Those who are just watching this for the very first time, Unchaai is an edtech company where we provide one-to-one mentorship for the students, those who are preparing for JEE and NEET. And Vixit is here is for the NEET mentorship. So when and as you said, it you started in a 10th. Before 10, there was no any sort of an idea that you wanted to do NEET, or it just during 10th standard you decided, ki, okay, now it's the time that I have to choose my stream and I'll be going for the medical. Is it so?
Actually, if I talk much about my like academic life, so it was not a very like I was a very average student from the first to ninth.
Come
I'm
on,
not like a great.
this doesn't suit because you said it. You just thought about your goal in 10th. You decided and started preparing in 11th. You cracked in first. You got rank under 500, and you were very average student. This seems unbelievable, but we would like to know about
Actually, first of all thing, actually my dad is in army,
it.
Indian army. So like he's a very disciplined sort of person, and from the very beginning, he is actually very fond of sports and other stuff, right? So I was a national level cyclist around in my seventh or eighth standard. So I was a bit of very athlete. I was very like determined towards my sport, so I don't get like much time for my studies and all. So yeah, so that's the reason I was average in not really average. I used to get like 80 and 80s and all. I say in my fifth to ninth standard, but that's average only, you know. But the one thing that actually helped me, I always said that it was my sports, because sports always give you a sense of discipline which you follows. And
Indeed.
I don't say that I have studied a lot. Like
Yeah.
in my 1.5 years of preparation, I have not studied like 16, 17 hours. I have studied 5 to 6 hours uh, every day, but that on a consistent basis, not missing a single day, not like even not missing my studies on the vacations like Diwali or a birthday party and all. So I used to study every day.
All right. As you said that, so because I got a lot of questions from the journey that you just narrated that you were not much into the studies and because of the sports that led you here, we will definitely talk about it. But I have a question that as you started preparing your 11th, when you cracked in the first attempt, what was your reaction about it? What was your and family reaction about it when you cracked in your first
Actually,
attempt?
my father was really surprised. we were thinking of some rank around maybe 17 or 18,000. That just okay, it's fine. Ki, it's like कि मेरा बेटा है
he did
कोई
it.
just MBBS कर लेगा, it's fine. I don't want कि वो top medical
Right.
college में जाए all. But मैंने वे I have also not accept मतलब अपने से इतना कुछ मतलब सोचा नहीं था कि I will get top 1000. But हाँ at the last तक I would say I was expecting around कि I will be able to get around top 1000, and then the paper went really good. I was expecting a score of case 95 and then a rank around 250s at that day, at that time
Okay.
actually, because 695 was a really high score, but in 2023 the inflation got some real and my rank was just doubled. It
All
was around
right.
460. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. That's really great. Let's talk about the preparation reality because you've given 2 years of yours, right? And I'm pretty much sure that if you have given 2 years of yours, those might have been very structured. As you said it, when you are preparing for something, eventually it become like in a way that maybe in the beginning we are not decided that we will be pursuing that particular goal. We are doing it because someone told us, we set a goal, but gradually you start enjoying that journey, and then eventually it comes to a particular structure that you will be following. So the question that what's a normal study routine for you, how it used to be during that time, during the preparation for NEET.
So I used to prepare my studies from Kota. Now, if I talk about my study hours, so basically my study hours are 10 to 1 in the night. I
Mm-hmm.
usually prefer the night timings,
Mm-hmm.
10 to 1, and in the morning, like I told you that I used to wake up at 8 a.m. So around I guess 9:30. It was actually not the really perfect time, but I guess around 9:30 I used to like sit on the table, and then uh, around till 1 or 2 hours I used to study. So those 1 2 hours were actually not the uh, revision were not learning new things. It was just about the previous lectures, and also it was just the
Okay.
revision of the previous topics. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
So my
So,
morning hours would be about a revision, and
mm-hmm.
my evening hours would be about solving numericals. And I often used to do one thing that I used to like do some topics earlier than the teacher. So if I
Okay,
know
that
that
helps you
today
to
the
prepare
teacher
the
is, yeah,
question you wanted to put up from that topic. Because I get your point. It basically happens when you're coming across one of the topic for the very first time, and then you are not able to understand the depth of it. You don't know the core, so you are a bit of clueless while knowing that new thing. And once you
yes,
have
yes,
already done it, and teacher explaining it, it makes you more aware of the topic, and you are able to bring better questions out of that.
yes.
That's great. So how do you basically how you used to divide your time between the subjects like physics, chemistry, and biology?
Usually in a day, I used to do only two subjects at a time.
Okay.
So, for example, if I am studying 9 to 11, for example, physics, then the evening I'm going to study 10 to 1 biology. So that was my thing, and vice versa. Like,
Why?
and on the next day. But I would say that
Hmm.
in a week, I used to study bio 5 days because it consists of major portion for the NEET exam, and
Agreed.
also it is like consists of two sub subjects, the botany and the zoology.
Okay.
So
So like
yeah,
biology will be there daily, and you can just switch between physics and chemistry during that time.
yes.
All right. So how do you think that what was the role of NCRT, and what not just only for you, in fact, as in general, also I'm asking. I'm from a totally different background. I'm from humanities. Okay. So I don't know about it, and I remember during my ninth and tenth, we used to hate, like not me, collective. We used to hate. It could be because of maybe the teacher how they're explaining it. Not to blame the teacher, we were also quite notorious, let's say, in our class for biology. We used to hate it collectively, and we barely pass biology. Like our pre-boards happened in 10th and our teacher just told us that, if there's not only a single student who can just get a score. So NCRT in preparation for NEET aspirant, how does it play role?
Okay, so specifically for if I talk about physics,
Hmm.
NSAT is not good at all. The second thing is uh, about the chemistry. So for chemistry, NCRT for the chemistry is like some topics are good. Yeah, like the organic chemistry is good. Then organic chemistry is not really good. It is just like mugging up the things. In organic chemistry, they have actually uh, like a mixed bag, like all the facts, not even like sequence,
Okay.
not organized in a sequence.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe really like much of the stuff which is actually not uh, like important for your concepts, it will not help in anything. So yeah, NCRT for organic is good. Inorganic, you actually have to read it, but it's not good for me. And I believe inorganic chemistry is one of the toughest uh, thing
I
actually. Yeah,
I
because
heard from a lot of friends
uh,
and students about it. Those who are from the same background, data science and PCM or PCB. So as you said it, okay, I'm just going to give you a choice, not a biology. You have to choose physics or chemistry. Which one you like more, or which
for
one interests you more?
actually, honestly, I have expect during my NEET preparation, the best subject I loved, I personally love till now, because I still solve some numericals. It is physics. I love
Physics.
physics a lot. Huh. I more than my biology also. I love
Mhm.
physics.
In
And
fact, I
even in
remember.
my MBBS days,
Mhm.
like there are some machines like the ventilator and all. So I often read a lot about how the mechanical stuff is there in the ventilator. So I am a very fascinated about physics and how the things actually happen. I often saw like the previous year NEET 2025 question paper. I
Mhm.
have solved the whole physics. So I love to do solve physics numericals just randomly, not really like yeah, I know everything, but just it fascinates me. Ki,
It's
yeah,
just, I got it. I can just see from your eyes that that is something that interests you, and this is
yeah.
why you like
And the
doing it.
second thing is biology. Of course, the human physiology part is the thing which every student likes, and I like it the most. Like human physiology is the thing which will actually be studied more in the MBBS, and then we are going to yeah.
So, how you basically used to do your revision during your 11th and 12th or while preparing for the NEET? Acha, I just wanted to ask, आप जब अपनी preparation कर रहे थे, during that time you also used to go to school or you were a dummy candidate during that time?
No, I was a dummy candidate.
You were dummy candidate, okay. So how you used to handle कि boards भी आ रहा है, आपको वो भी preparation करनी है, and then you're also doing this, ये सब आप manage कैसे करते थे?
आई बिलीव कि बोर्ड्स का जो थिंग है वो जेई वाले स्टूडेंट्स है उनके लिए ज्यादा मतलब थोड़ा सा मैटर कर भी जाता है बट फॉर नीट इट इज एक्चुअली द रियली सेम सिलेबस
Safe. Okay.
या इवन बोर्ड्स इज द easier version for the NEET you can say it is
Okay.
just the it is just learning some derivations
Mhm.
a, a language subject that is English comes there and the physical education just yeah.
Physical education, be it of any stream, we just do it before 15 days of our exam. There was one of the
हाँ,
advice given by our seniors for physical education is that जब आप enroll होते हैं, आप जैसे ही 12th में जाते हैं, do that once in the very beginning of session and then just touch it when you are going to have your date sheet 15 days पहले and it's all sorted. So it's not that difficult that you need to invest so much time because there
yes,
are other
yes.
courses.
I have just studied physical education maybe like just 4 or 5 days in a whole.
इनफैक्ट यू वर
So
फ्रॉम स्पोर्ट्स तो आपको बहुत सारी चीजें उसमें तो काफी
yes, yes,
तो
yes. I
कॉन्सेप्ट
actually know
आपके
a lot
दिखते
of stuff. They were talking
या
about the many stuff like yeah, the war. there were many questions like what is the benefit of the warm up, and also yeah, that's
Benefit
the
of
really basic.
yeah, type of yoga and benefit of
uh,
all of this and but resistance क्या होता है. I just remember few of the topics after that.
and
Okay.
also in physical education, some topics actually like the range and all are also
Hmm.
in the physics.
Yeah, I
So
agree. Okay.
mm,
So let's talk about some of the tests, mistakes, and learning. First of all, as of now, I can observe whatever answer you have given up to now is that, being very honest, I did, this Zoom meeting with some of the aspirants, some of the mentors of our platform. Yours seems very structured to me. In the sense of it's not something that their learning is in structure. It's very straightforward, I would just say. I will also come to that point, and being very honest, I really like the part of that, as you said, that your father is in army. And I had one of my batchmates whose father was in army, and there was a very strict rule towards eating, sleeping, everything. Like, it should be properly disciplined. And they don't even feel pressurized about it because this is something they are practicing since their childhood. So now they
yes.
are habitual, that you have to go to bed at 8 and you have to sleep at 10. You have to do your study. And also, I haven't came across even a single person up to now because I have many friends whose parents were from this background that their parents didn't emphasize onto the fact that you only need to focus onto your curriculum. They all were engaged, be it in music, be it in sports, they were all engaged in some or other kind of activity that helped them. So because of that thing, I guess discipline is the key, be it for anything. आपका नीट का प्रिपरेशन भी आपने किया क्योंकि आप मुझे तो लगता है कि शायद फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड अटेम्प्ट इतने लग जाते हैं तो वो जो स्ट्रिक्ट रूटीन होता है ना वो सबको सबके बस की बात नहीं होती है कि वो फॉलो कर सकते हैं. अचानक से आपको एक कंपटीशन की तैयारी करनी है जिसकी एक डेडलाइन है, जिसका एक टाइम है, एंड अंडर दैट टाइमलाइन यू नीड टू बी रेडी. एंड फॉर अदर्स इट टेक्स टाइम फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कि वो डेडलाइन अपने आप को मेंटली प्रिपेयर कर ले दैट देयर इज टाइम रनिंग बिहाइंड इट एंड वी हैव टू डू दिस एंड दिस एट दैट पर्टिकुलर स्लॉट. बिकॉज टाइम बाउंड होके काम करना सबको नहीं आता है, जो कि जेन्युइनली लोग हर जगह ही स्ट्रगल करते हैं, बी द जॉब, अगर कोई बिजनेस कर रहा है, स्टूडेंट स्टडी कर रहे हैं, आप किसी पर्टिकुलर प्रोफेशन में जा रहे हैं. सो आपने भी बहुत सारी इसमें गलती की होंगी. वन ऑफ देम इज दैट हाउ ऑफन यू नो आप मॉक टेस्ट किस तरीके से करते थे, क्योंकि बोलते हैं कि आप जितना प्रिपरेशन पे ध्यान दे रहे हैं उतना ही आपका मॉक टेस्ट पीवाईक्यू इन सब पे भी होना चाहिए ध्यान. तो हाउ ऑफन डू यू यूज टू सॉल्व मॉक हियर?
So for mocks, so first of all, the one thing about the mocks is the first of all thing that before solving the mocks, that mock should be really need based. It not should be a mock of the J advance that you're
Okay.
solving the very tough questions for the physics and chemistry and the really easy questions for the biology. If you are preparing for NEET, the thing is biology would become tough. That's the thing. Biology
Hmm.
should actually come tough. It should be deep from the NCRT. It should be conceptual. But
Hmm.
every time the examiner will think about the if they are thinking about the physics and chemistry in a whole, then they will always try to make one thing easy and another thing tougher. That's the thing. So the first thing that we actually have to actually have to do before solving any mock, that it should be actually the NEET based, NCRT based, and yeah, to some like 5 6 question actually can be like indulged in the question paper from outside. But if the question number is really like in great number, then I don't prefer those mocks. Okay, coming on to when you should actually appear for the mocks. So there is actually no perfect timing for appearing for the mocks, because every time we will यू विल थिंक ना कि मेरा सिलेबस नहीं हुआ है, मेरा ये वाला पार्ट नहीं हुआ है, क्या मुझे मॉक देना चाहिए. सो ये थिंग तो हमेशा ही रहने वाली है. इट्स अ
Hmm.
परमानेंट थिंग एंड इट विल बी अ परमानेंट एक्सक्यूज. अभी भी मैं जब मेंटर करता हूँ बच्चों को, देन आई ऑलवेज
यदि
आस्क
हम
देम कि
प्रिपेयर नहीं
आज
है तो अभी हम मॉक नहीं
हाँ
करेंगे, हमारा दोस्त.
हाँ हाँ, तो अभी भी कुछ बच्चे हैं, दे विल आस्क कि सर मेरा ये चैप्टर नहीं हुआ है, तो मुझे क्या मॉक देना चाहिए. तो मॉक इज द थिंग. इफ यू हैव डन अबाउट 50% ऑफ द सिलेबस, you can go for the mocks. It's not the thing कि पूरा syllabus आना चाहिए and then you should appear for the mocks. No, that's not the solution. And okay, so in my case, I have actually done about I will say I have done 100% of the syllabus, but I will tell you that I have remembered only 60% of the syllabus.
Hmm.
Being genuine, I will not say that no, I was really लाइक कि मेरा 11th एकदम खराब हो गया था, 12th एकदम खराब हो गया था, जस्ट मैंने 5 महीने में चमत्कार कर दिया। नहीं, मैं ये तो नहीं कहूंगा, ठीक
Obviously,
है।
this
जो
can't be
काफी
done.
टॉपर्स कहते हैं, मेरे को तो काफी फेक भी लगता है कि इट कांट हैपन, ठीक है। 5 मंथ्स में इट नहीं हो सकता, दैट्स द थिंग। जस्ट द थिंग कि आपने थोड़ा बहुत पहले से पढ़ा हुआ, देन हाँ 5 मंथ्स में ब्रश अप कर सकते हो चीजों को। और मैंने भी यही करी थी कि मुझे 60% चीजें आती थी, उन 60% चीजों के बेस पे मैंने मॉक स्टार्ट किया। माई फर्स्ट मॉक स्कोर वॉज 580. I could
Hmm.
remember it was 580s. My second was 540. So it was declining in the first two mocks, but eventually I have actually prepared a mistake notebook, which I often used to revise every Sunday. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. And for the frequency of mocks, if someone is asking कि कितने मॉक देने चाहिए, तो मैं बताता हूँ मैंने कितने मॉक दिए थे। मैंने टोटल एक दिन ऐसे कैलकुलेट किया था आफ्टर माई नीट एग्जाम। सो
Hmm.
7 मई 2023 को मेरा नीट एग्जाम था। उसके बाद मैंने
Hmm.
अपना स्कोर कैलकुलेट किया, 695 आ रहा था, घर पे ओके, ऑल वर हैप्पी। सो मैंने ऐसे ही बस ना कि मेरे को भी उस टाइम पे काफी इंटरव्यूज वगैरह देने थे, तो मेरे से काफी क्वेश्चन बच्चे पूछे मॉक्स कितने। तो मैंने सारे पेपर इकट्ठा किए। जब मैंने पेपर जस्ट इकट्ठा करे ना, तो मैं हैरान हो गया कि मैंने इतने करे थे। सो दीज वर अराउंड 110 मॉक्स। 110 मॉक्स थे। उनका वेट जब मैंने मेजर किया तो इट वाज 20 kg। तो वो रद्दी वाले को
Okay.
देने होते हैं ना, तो इट वाज लाइक कि हाँ ठीक है, 20 kg का है, रद्दी वाला लेके चलेगा। तो मैं भी हैरान था कि इतने मॉक्स हो गए मेरे से। अब देखो, ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने एक दिन में 5 मॉक्स करे थे। मैं अपना लाइक सिनेरियो बता देता हूँ। मैंने मॉक्स देना जैन में स्टार्ट किया था। फॉर द
Hmm.
फर्स्ट 2 मंथ्स मैं ऑल्टरनेट डे मॉक्स देता था।
Hmm.
ऑल्टरनेट डे मॉक्स लाइक एवरी ऑल्टरनेट डे। देन मैंने मार्च में रोज मॉक्स दिए। एंड
Hmm.
देन मैंने अप्रैल में नॉट रियली कि सारे मॉक्स दिए थे, बट मैं वैसा करता था कि एक पेपर पूरा करता था, लाइक फुल
Hmm.
मॉक। एंड देन जो दूसरा मॉक मैं डे में डिसाइड करने की सोचता था, वो मेरे मन पे होता था कि आज मेरा बायो करने का मन है, तो जस्ट मैं बायो पोर्शन करूंगा
Okay. Particular
टाइमर
subject.
लगा के।
Huh.
हाँ। देन मैं नेक्स्ट डे आऊंगा, तो
Hmm.
एक दूसरा मॉक पूरा करूंगा, बट जो प्रीवियस जो मॉक था जिसका सिर्फ बायो किया था, अब उसका सिर्फ फिजिक्स करूंगा। ताकि मेरे को ऐसा भी नहीं रहे कि दो दो मॉक्स देने, 6 घंटे बैठना। नहीं, मैं 3 आवर्स का एक मॉक होगा, प्रॉपर कर रखा है, तो मेरे मॉक की टेंशन नहीं है कि मैंने पूरा मॉक नहीं किया। बट थोड़ा सा टाइम मेरे पास बचता था, ठीक है। मैं
Hmm.
पर्सनली काफी बोर फील करता था कि अब मैं
Hmm.
क्या करूं, क्योंकि मेरा बहुत कुछ पोर्शन हो ही गया था। मैं अगर ऑनेस्टली बताऊं तो मैं सोचता था चलो एक
Huh.
क्वेश्चन पेपर और।
Hmm.
सो ये होता था, बट मेरा पूरा करने का ही मन नहीं करता था, तो मैं एक पार्ट कर लेता था, ठीक है। एंड द सेकंड थिंग, अब मेरे साथ क्या होता था कि मेरे को पर्सनली पढ़ाना बहुत अच्छा लगता है, तो मैं अपने
I can
फ्रेंड्स को।
totally see that. I can totally see
हाँ।
that because each question that asked up to now, it was like, you are way too excited and happy about sharing that how all things worked. And I'm just pretty, happy as a teacher because I'm also an educator and within me it feels like कि हर इंसान इसको वैसे नहीं कर रहा है कि हमें करना है। सम पीपल आर डूइंग इट बिकॉज हम कुछ नया प्रॉपर जो हमारे पास फॉर्मूलाज हैं, स्ट्रक्चर है, हम वो थोड़ा सा अंदर से ठीक कर पाए किसी और एस्पिरेंट का या किसी और स्टूडेंट का, तो दैट्स रियली गुड।
सो मैं अब क्या करता था कि अब मैं बोर भी हो रहा हूँ काफी, तो अगर जिनका सिलेबस पहले हो जाएगा ना, तो वो काफी बोर फील करेंगे। एंड इवन
ट्रू।
कई बार ऐसा होता है कि हमें रिवाइज करने का मन नहीं करता। वी ऑफन थिंक कि
हाँ।
द टॉपिक आई डोंट वांट टू रिवाइज इट। सो द बेस्ट थिंग अबाउट दैट ना,
मौका।
सो कॉल अ फ्रेंड। एंड आज वो उसके लिए ना दोस्त भी थोड़ा लाइक अच्छा होना चाहिए, ढंग का होना चाहिए, आई वुड से।
All right. So as you just mentioned about this thing, was there any point of a time, Viksit, that you felt that maybe I cannot do it, or maybe it's too tough? Was there any point during preparation?
Actually, honestly, if I would say, mm, I am actually very chill kind of a person. I never thought of
I
us.
can see that.
But at sometimes, definitely, I'm preparing a lot. I'm having a structured discipline, and
Mm.
even though I'm scoring like in some test, I वुड से इवन 500 स्कोर भी ना कम लगता है, मतलब पीपल से कि हाँ हाँ ग्रेट स्कोर, बट मेरे दिमाग में था कि 500 score is such a score that you actually have to study a lot for this score. But the
Hmm.
worst part is that in Indian scenario you can't get a medical college. It's that type of a score. So it
I
always like demotivates a lot. So there are two kind of students. एक तो जो पढ़ते ही नहीं है तो ओके 200 300 आ रहा है फाइन, ठीक है होगा ही नहीं. एक है कि 600 700 आ रहा है, ओके इट्स गुड रियली गुड, 650 680 आ रहे हैं, ओके विल गेट अ कॉलेज. बट एक अनदर सिनेरियो होता है और उसमें मे बी 70 80% ऑफ द बच्चे जो सीरियसली प्रिपेयर करते हैं और लाए करते हैं दैट इसके एक स्कोर आ रहा है, बट दिस स्कोर विल एक्चुअली नॉट हेल्प यू टू गेट इनटू मेडिकल कॉलेज. सो वो
because
स्कोर जब आता है तब काफी स्ट्रेस आता है एंड you often feel
it's
कि
just
क्या
like
करें, but
it's just like
yes
that.
yes
कि for instance, someone scored just like that in both as well. Scoring up to 90% isn't a big deal now. I would just say it might have been
yes
a big deal आज से 10 साल पहले, but अब अगर कोई
yes
90%, in fact 92 93 as well, it's not a big deal. It's a big
yes
deal after जब वो लास्ट के 2-3% रहते हैं ना, उसको स्ट्रेच करने में बहुत एफर्ट लगता है कुछ. और फर्स्ट ऑफ
hmm.
ऑल द पर्सन हु इज एमिंग फॉर 95 96 एंड वर्किंग रियली हार्ड फॉर इट, उसकी खुद से एक्सपेक्टेशन काफी हाई रहती है लोगों के हिसाब से. दोज हु आर नॉट डूइंग इट कि हाँ चलो इतना कर लिया, इट्स आल्सो गुड. बट जो कर रहा है उसको पता है कि दैट आई शुड डू बेटर. तो वहां पे आई अग्री ऑन टू योर पॉइंट दैट कि यू मे फील डिमोटिवेटेड समटाइम्स बिकॉज मैंने अपने आप से ज्यादा आई रिमेम्बर इन माई 12th there was one English exam we used to have. So I was from humanities and we confirmed her that I would score 97, 98, बड़े आराम से. So the thing is because I was really good in history and political science, English का paper I left for 20 marks straight. And what happened is that there's always PTO written onto the paper. It was the very first exam of mine. मैंने देखा मतलब oh too short and I just did it and I came back like why these students are taking so much time. And later one of the classmates, I was also dummy candidate, one of the classmates from science background, she was like it was too lengthy. I was like why you people were taking so much time, it was so short. And she was like नहीं यार इतना था पूरा था. And then my world shook because leaving 20 marks is like I was projecting 80 out of 80 I got in English. स्ट्रेट 20 का मतलब है आपने 4% अपना लूज कर दिया डायरेक्टली. एंड 1% तो मेरे को हर एक सब्जेक्ट का 5 मार्क्स का मार्जिन तो लेके चलना होता. तो इट वाज अ रियली बिग लॉस. So yeah, 90 95 isn't a big deal, but after that it takes a lot of effort to get to that score. Okay, so one thing, as you are mentor at a Unchaai and you teach and then you guide NEET aspirants and all. What's one thing that you think that these students should do during their preparation and they should immediately stop it? There's one thing that
the most important thing is
like it's
that's
a common
yeah,
pattern. Hmm.
I think so that overthinking is a thing. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the ओवर थिंकिंग कि बच्चे हर चीज में कि हाउ टू अटेम्प्ट एमसीक्यू, सर आज ये बता दो कि आज एमसीक्यू कैसे अटेम्प्ट करते हैं, नेक्स्ट डे फिजिक्स
hmm.
का एमसीक्यू कैसे करें, नेक्स्ट डे केमिस्ट्री कैसे करें, नेक्स्ट डे अब बायोलॉजी के कैसे करें. अच्छा
Hmm.
आप मुझे कोई स्टैंडर्ड बुक बता दो जो मैं बायोलॉजी के लिए मतलब प्रिपेयर कर सकूं. नेक्स्ट थिंग आप मुझे बायोलॉजी में बॉटनी के लिए बता दो. मतलब काफी दे थिंक कि अगर मैं कुछ बहुत स्पेसिफिक जाता रहूंगा हर एक चीज में तो आई विल
तो टाइम भी
हैव अ ग्रेट.
जाएगा और हाँ टाइम भी जाएगा.
टाइम टाइम इज द थिंग, चलो ठीक है सेकेंडरी थिंग है, बट द थिंग इज कि कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा ओवरऑल जो एक कैंडिडेट है.
It's like,
इफ यू आर नॉट
when there are too much instructions to do something, it's not easy to do that. Because अभी आप instruction and rules and regulation में फंसे हो, किसको ऐसे करना चाहिए, इसको वैसे करना चाहिए, and you are not able to do anything. Much better start rough and then gradually
ये
करते करते.
एक्चुअल में सारे थिंग एक्चुअली ओके, बट द थिंग इज एक्चुअली काफी आजकल लाइक प्लेटफॉर्म्स वगैरह के भी काफी हो गए हैं, इतने सारे प्लेटफॉर्म्स हो गए हैं, ये सब भी हो गया तो इट्स
हाँ,
नॉट द थिंग. आप बस एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे स्टक करो एंड उसी की चीजें करो और बस एनसीईआरटी करो, दैट्स द गोल्ड थिंग. सो
can I come,
अगर
whatever you said, can I just say this thing that into your NEET preparation as much as I can understand is that NCRT isn't that, main role here. Can I say this? Because in
हाँ,
other
yes.
competitive exam and all, I have seen that NCERT is very important, because out of whatever you shared up to now,
Hmm.
as far as I can guess, is that NCERT is not that important for your NEET preparation. It's
Uh,
like one
it,
of the steps, but not the
it is
most
one of the
important
steps.
step.
Yeah, you should have the basic concept should be revolved around the topics in the NCRT, right?
Oh.
But not like that. Like for biology, yeah, it's 100% NCRT, but then you actually have to grasp the concepts. Yeah, and if I talk about the second mistake the student make is actually uh, gathering a lot of stuff. The second thing, they actually
Lot of
think
material,
that for
this note, that
botany,
notes,
yeah,
that reference, and
yeah.
eventually
Uh,
just
uh,
get.
and it's okay if they are actually getting all the stuff, and if they are NCRT based, it's fine. But
Hmm.
if for some topics, I have seen students like using the MBBS references, like they
Hmm.
use Guyton. It is a standard book for physiology in the MBBS, and if you are using that book uh, for a NEET exam, it's like it's like using a research paper for a particular thing. So it's very tough thing. And the second thing, the third mistake that I found common in the student is they are actually like a lot of them are actually like a social media based. They follow some people like not blindly, like how to get 700 plus in three
I
months,
can
in six
recall
months.
I can
Yeah.
recall I can recall one line from the last interview that we did. Our last interview on Unchaai platform on the YouTube. I will just suggest you to watch one of the part of it. It was from our one of the mentor, Amit, and he's from IIT Kanpur, and he just said one thing that stuck into my mind, and I'll be repeating almost in every interview. So don't follow all the Didi Bhaiya on social media
Oh,
platforms
don't follow
blindly.
all the
That
Didi Bhaiya. Right, right.
blindly. You gotta
Actually,
check
I
it
want to
whether.
say that thing only, but हाँ, but फिर वो थोड़ा target हो जाता तो okay, हाँ, but ठीक है.
Yeah, see,
Uh,
it's not something we are targeting it. It's also something. See, like there are plenty of people who are providing same guidance and all. And to be very honest, I would just say that, especially I feel this particular generation, this goes a lot onto promotional activity. The more crowd where they get and they are tilted towards it, and also because of this thing, the decision ability of these students get impacted a lot, where to go and where not to. So
नहीं,
because of that,
actually में
this
one thing is
idolship,
also yeah,
this
yeah.
idolship is also kind of make them confuse about the quality they are providing it. So that is also very important. So coming to our questions, some of the guidance related and all, I do have a lot of questions students ask about how they feel, motivated, mindset, pressure, all type of a competitive exam that you're giving. Your mindset is really, really important at how you're preparing yourself. So, what you used to do when you used to feel stressed or demotivated during the preparation.
The thing is कि जब हम when we are actually demotivated, we often think कि अब नहीं हो पाएगा एंड ऑल. अब तो मतलब एंड हम क्या करते हैं, अपना जो बेसिक जो डे होता है उसको भी हम काफी लाइक खराब कर लेते हैं. We
Hmm.
think like after giving an exam and we
Hmm.
are already expecting low, then we actually
Hmm.
wait for results, and then
Hmm.
result will also come the same. It's not
Yeah.
the thing na कि okay exam खराब हुआ and then result अच्छा आएगा. So the
Huh.
thing is नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होगा, and result will come in 2-3 days. So 2-3 days आप बिल्कुल ही अपना वेस्ट कर लोगे. So it will not. हाँ, आपका खराब हुआ, आपको पता है कौन से क्वेश्चंस नहीं आते थे. Go home, so see those topics and then revise ना. मतलब this is not the very like इवन नीट इज नॉट एक्चुअली द एंड एग्जाम. ओके, ठीक है, मॉक्स के लिए तो हम बोलते हैं कि चलो ठीक है मेन नीट नहीं है, बट मेन नीट आएगा वो खराब हुआ तो क्या नहीं, वो भी कोई मेन एग्जाम थोड़ी है. मतलब इट्स नॉट द एंड एग्जाम ऑफ
End
द
of your
लाइफ ना.
life. Huh.
हाँ, तो वो तो एग्जाम्स में लाइफ से चलते रहेंगे. अभी हम एमबीबीएस में आ गए हैं, हमें भी लगता है अभी भी एग्जाम्स चल ही रहे हैं, चल ही रहे हैं, चलते ही रहेंगे, इसमें कोई एंड है ही नहीं. हमें
I
लगता है
feel
बल्कि
that.
नीट
Huh.
यूजी कितना इजी था. अब वो
I
ऐसा ही
feel
रहेगा.
it's just that when you were in 10th, that used to be like 10th का board बहुत important है, फिर वो हो गया, 12th हो गया, later on other things come up and feels like कि वो तो फिर भी still easy था. So it's not a one step where you feel that this is the end. There are a lot of points which are going to be difficult in comparison to your previous stages. I have one question is that yes, you had your preparation in a very structured and detailed way, and your entire journey, as you explained, it's very, it seems like very planned to me, and which is really good because सबका planning एक बार में काम कर जाए वो भी जरूरी नहीं है. तो आपको भी सेल्फ डाउट होते होंगे, आपको भी बर्नआउट होता होगा, आप कैसे मैनेज करते
मैं ऑफन अगर मैं बर्नआउट वगैरह होता था तो ऑफन मैं ऐसे करता था कि थोड़ा सा टाइम जो है लाइक बाहर क्रिकेट खेलने चले गए एंड ऑल, तो मतलब कभी बहुत ज्यादा बर्नआउट होता है तो मैं तो ऐसे कि चलो फिजिकल एक्टिविटी कर लेता हूँ थोड़ा सा, लाइक ठीक है, उससे काफी माइंड फ्रेश हो जाता है एंड ऑल.
your escape was your something that you were doing since your childhood, which was the uh, all the activities that you used to do before preparing your this thing, all the athletic activities you can say, right?
यस.
Okay, that's really great. And one mind shift that helped you, something जो नीट के टाइम पे आप कुछ और सोच रहे थे and later on it got changed.
Some mind shift is the really good thing that actually मतलब आई डोंट नो द परफेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस बट एक चीज जो मुझे हमेशा लगती है कि मैं नीट के टाइम पे सोचता था अगर मेरे को मेडिकल कॉलेज मिल गया तो बहुत कुछ अलग हो जाएगा लाइफ में, और बट नहीं हो रहा. मतलब वही बात है कि हाँ रियलिटी थोड़ा हिट कर जाता है. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि मेडिकल कॉलेज में आने के बाद भी बहुत कुछ अचानक से, लाइक काफी बच्चे होप रखते हैं ना कि मेडिकल कॉलेज में आएंगे, बट हाँ एक बस बर्डन कम हो जाता है कि ठीक है एग्जाम देना है, बट एग्जाम्स आर लाइक नेवर एंडिंग प्रोसेस.
All right, I have few of the questions that student asked, and those who are aspirants and keep questioning onto our social media, be it a YouTube or Instagram. What's the importance of having the right guidance and a mentor? As you are itself, mentor at Unchaai platform, you're guiding students for NEET preparation. According to you, what's the importance of having the right guidance?
एक्चुअली द वन थिंग कि आई हैव आल्सो प्लान इन सब मेंटरशिप. मुझे भी एक्चुअली नाम याद नहीं है मैं कहाँ पर था, बट द थिंग इज कि हाँ मेरे भी कुछ मेंटर्स थे एंड कुछ लाइक होता है ना जिन्हें मैंने आइडियल मान के चलते हैं कि अच्छा इन जितनी रैंक लानी है और ऐसा कुछ. तो यस थे, और उनका मेन चीज ये है ना कि उन्होंने वो चीज कर रखी है, तो वो
हाँ.
काफी मतलब ऑनेस्ट ओपिनियन अपना दे सकते हैं. तो मुझे भी जो मेरे मेंटर्स थे
Hmm.
लाइक my mentor was Hariom sir. I used to call him sir. Maybe he was just like my elder brother only, but हाँ I used to call him sir कि sir मेरे को एक प्रॉब्लम हो रही है एंड मैं
Hmm.
क्या करूँ. सो अभी मतलब उनका कॉलेज उनकी रैंक अपने टाइम पे शायद 17-18 थाउजेंड ऐसे थी, और मैं भी
Hmm.
शायद मैं उनसे अच्छी रैंक ले आया नीट के एग्जाम में, बट अभी मेरे को वो चीज ऐसे नहीं लगता है कि अच्छा ये तो कम पढ़ते थे इसलिए इनकी रैंक कम हो गई. नहीं, एक रिस्पेक्ट जो होती है ना उनके लिए हमेशा रहती है दिमाग में कि उन्हीं के कारण मतलब जो प्रेशर था ना दिमाग में कि क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा, उन्होंने बस एक चीज बोली कि जस्ट प्रिपेयर फॉर द एग्जाम्स, इतना स्ट्रेस मत लो, और मतलब जितना स्ट्रेस लोगे उतना स्कोर कम होगा. तो बस वही था कि मैंने प्रिपरेशन करी करी, ज्यादा स्ट्रेस नहीं लिया इन चीजों का कि अबाउट द स्कोर्स एंड ऑल का इतना स्ट्रेस लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. बस अपना रिविजन पे फोकस करो, अपने मिस्टेक्स पे फोकस करो एंड या हमेशा नेक्स्ट टेस्ट के लिए हमेशा तैयार हो. बस यही चीज हमेशा बोलते थे और नथिंग एल्स.
I guess that no student will always respect a teacher. There's nothing to say about that. What they did in your life. If they guided you well, you landed up at a good place. It's not something that their background is going to define that, that I scored better than you. Somewhere you scored because they guided you well. So I have a question about
Yes.
this, how, what was the clarity in the strategy that, was there anything specific in terms of the strategy that you would like to say that impacted your preparation for NEET?
I guess self study hours. I have self study hours for about 4 5 4 5 hours are enough actually if you are actually self studying the topics ना. So
Hmm.
maybe आधे घंटे में एक चैप्टर में ऐसे रिवाइज कर लेते हैं, हम अपने आप को पढ़ा रहे होते हैं. So it's not the thing कि हाँ हाँ, और अगर हम लेक्चर देखें उसी चीज का तो 2 घंटे में भी हो सकती है. तो लेकिन सेल्फ स्टडी से ना खुद को ही ज्यादा समझ में आता है चीज, और कई बार कुछ चीज ऐसे होता है लेक्चर में बार बार देख रहा ही नहीं रही, अब खुद पढ़ा खुद डिराइव करा, अच्छा ऐसा होता है, ओके
Uh-huh.
अब आया समझ.
I get your point. So, what's the advice for the students who feel lost during their NEET preparation? according to you? You know, sometimes it happens where you're doing everything right, but it's not landing up to the right place. At that moment, you feel lost and you feel like, I cannot do this. So, मुझसे नहीं होगा. So, what's
I,
one thing they should do at that
uh, the thing is like maybe मेरे को तो ऐसा मतलब पर्सनली ये चीज लगती है कि जब भी लॉस्ट होते हो
time? Continue, continue.
या कि जब भी आप लॉस्ट होते हो तब द बेस्ट थिंग इज कि अपना एक रीजन ढूंढो कि स्टार्ट क्यों किया था जस्ट
Very
मेरे
well.
तो दिमाग में हमेशा मैं हमेशा बहुत बेसिक पे चल जाता था कि मैंने क्यों स्टार्ट किया था ठीक है
Hmm.
तो मैंने तो मतलब ऐसा है ना कि आपका एक रीजन होता है कईयों का रीजन ही होता है कि नहीं उन्होंने बोला था मेरा हो नहीं सकता तो ये मैं
Hmm.
दिखाऊंगा कि नहीं मुझे अपने फैमिली में कुछ रिस्पेक्टफुल बनना अलग करना है तो सबका एक अलग रीजन होता है किसी को अपने घर की लेगेसी कंटिन्यू करनी होती है कि उनके फैमिली में डॉक्टर्स है मैं भी कंटिन्यू करूंगा सबका अलग अलग रीजन होता है सो
हाँ.
वो रीजन आपका कुछ भी हो सकता है बट वो रीजन आपको हमेशा याद रहना चाहिए स्पेशली इन द कंडीशन जब आप लॉस्ट हो कि मैंने स्टार्ट क्यों किया था एंड इसका एंड कैसे होगा क्योंकि वही बात है ना कि जब रिजल्ट आएगा तब कोई नहीं पूछने वाला कि कैसे आपने प्रिपरेशन की थी क्या इतना मतलब कोई ध्यान नहीं देता
It's
बट यही
it's
है कि
just
रिजल्ट आ गया
it's just like the way that you have covered the half path, and now you're questioning, no, I cannot go further. But during that time, rather than seeing that you have to travel to the destination, you can also look back at the path that you have covered up to now, that you have came so far. So why not to go ahead? And as you said, and why
यस
you started it. That's also
आधा
important.
रास्ता तय कर लिया है तो आधा और कर लेते हैं दैट्स
Huh.
द थिंग
Right. Okay. So I have some of the rapid fire questions to you. You have to be very fast in answering those. You don't need to think about it, as I said it. You need to be fast in this context. Okay, whatever comes first in your mind. So NCRT or references.
एनसीईआरटी
Okay, biology or chemistry.
बायोलॉजी
Okay, early morning studies or late night.
लेट नाइट
Okay, mock tests or revision.
रिवीजन
Okay, one habit that helped you the most throughout your journey.
सेल्फ स्टडी आवर्स
All right, one word to describe NEET.
मे बी डिसिप्लिन
One message for the aspirants who are watching this video and those who are just going to see as Vixit landed up at such a good uh, place and we also wanted to be. What's one message?
डोंट ओवरथिंक डोंट ओवरथिंक एंड जस्ट एंजॉय योर जर्नी दैट्स ऑल
All right, it was really great to have you into this meet, Vixit. Being very honest, I listened to your every answer that you given here, and only one conclusion that I can just get out of this thing is that you really enjoyed the work that you did up to now. In fact, the work that you are currently doing is also something that you enjoy and you are more curious about the things. For instance, you know, your subject, your work, and you want to sharpen your skills around that. So that's really great. And I cannot forget the part is that every student who's watching this, they have to remember one thing. In fact, this is also something we did into our last session. Discipline is everything, be it of your NEET preparation, be it of your JEE, be it of your board exam, maybe it's your job or everything. The more you are more, you have molded yourself into that discipline. It's not something that I get to this journey and then I'll become and I'll just sleep, I'll do whatever I want to do it. Uh, Structure really matters, be it anywhere. And the thing that I also concluded from the discussion that we did up to now is that your path was really clean. It was, I haven't heard any kind of obstacles coming from you. I'm not saying that there was not any obstacle, but the thing is that you didn't uh, consider that as obstacle. Out of this thing, I have very one last question to you, that do you think that is it all about the preparation or the luck? So what played a huge role into your thing, because you cracked NEET into your very first attempt with 2 year preparation, and it's being very honest, it's not a big deal. I know many people who did it for 3 4 years and still they were not able to do it. So 2 3 attempts it took them, and then later on they be like, I can't do it. So what's do you understand that कि luck यहाँ पे role play करता है, otherwise it's purely your hard work?
I guess yeah, the main thing is, देखो कि 99% it's your hard work that plays a role. 1%, yes, luck plays a role, but the majority part is the hard work only. Maybe yes, you are right कि हाँ 3-4 years स्टूडेंट प्रिपरेशन करते हैं, स्टिल नहीं होता है। अब इसके अंदर मे बी शायद ये हो सकता है कि वो सेम ही चीजें बार बार करने का ट्राई कर रहे हैं।
हो
अब
सकता है वो
वही,
मिस्टेक्स के पैटर्न्स को रिपीट कर रहे
हाँ,
हो
वो
एंड नॉट
मिस्टेक्स को
एबल टू
पैटर्न
एनालाइज।
को रिव्यू नहीं कर पा रहे। ओके, एंड इट्स अ लॉट ऑफ स्टफ कि क्या पता ये जो चीज है, मतलब ये फील्ड, कई बार ऐसा होता है ना कि गॉड की जो डेस्टिनी थी अलग होती है इस टाइप से। बट काफी ऐसे लोग भी हैं, मैंने भी देखे, जिनका नीट नहीं हुआ बट अभी वो मार्केटिंग में बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं। मेरे कुछ ऐसे दोस्त हैं। सो इट्स नॉट द थिंग कि आपका नहीं हुआ तो कहीं नहीं होगा। अगर आप एटलीस्ट एक चीज को लेके थोड़ा टाइम देके मेहनत करते हो ना, तो आपको एक मेहनत करने की आदत हो जाएगी। तो इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि हार्ड वर्क इज द थिंग।
Same thing as you said that you are working for it means that you are disciplining yourself for that thing. तो वो discipline तो आप कहीं पे भी जाएंगे वो काम में आएगा ही. One last thing that I have to say that you are Unchaai mentor. Just something that you would like to tell about Unchaai. How's your experience? What do you think so about Unchaai?
ऊंचाई इज अ रियली गुड प्लेटफॉर्म, आई वुड से। मैं
Hmm.
पर्सनली ऊंचाई से जब कनेक्टेड था तो मुझे मतलब यहाँ पर ठीक वर्क को लेके काफी लाइक अच्छा लगता है, और मैं अपने मतलब अपने ही टाइम पे थोड़ा सेशंस वगैरह ले पाता हूँ। इट्स अ रियली गुड थिंग कि बहुत ज्यादा बाउंड होना नहीं पड़ता। और हाँ, कई बार ऐसा होता है कि आप लोग मतलब रिव्यू भी करते हो, बट अल्टीमेटली आप लोग रिव्यू नहीं करते ना मेरे और मतलब मेंटी के चैट्स पर। ऐसा कुछ तो ऐसा होता है कि मेंटी मेरे साथ पूरी चीजें बता पाता है, कि कोई उसे
Hmm.
थर्ड पर्सन रिव्यू नहीं कर रहा और कोई साथ में नहीं है ग्रुप में। लाइक यू आर
Hmm.
नॉट मेकिंग अ ग्रुप ऑफ 3 वेयर यू आर देयर एंड आई एम देयर एंड देयर इज अ मेंटी। सो
Hmm.
उसमें फिर मेंटी कई बार लगता है कि कुछ मैं ऐसा लिख दूं पर्सनली जो मैं सिर्फ भैया को बताना चाहता हूँ और किसी को नहीं बताना चाहता। वैसे कई सारी चीजें होती हैं, ठीक है, उनके कई सारी ऐसी चीजें होती हैं जो वो नहीं बताएंगे, बट वो अल्टीमेटली आएंगे। काफी ऐसे होते हैं, मतलब काफी ब्रेक डाउन भी होता है उनका 11th 12th में, लाइक, है ना। तो लाइक काफी ऐसी चीजें होती हैं जो सिर्फ मेरे साथ ही शेयर कर सकते हैं, और वो नहीं चाहते कि कोई और मतलब
Third
अथॉरिटी
person
का
is very
तो
important.
ये प्राइवेसी तो मेरे को सिर्फ ऊंचाई में ही अभी तक मैंने देखी, मतलब जिस भी प्लेटफॉर्म मैंने काम किया, सिर्फ ऊंचाई के अंदर मैंने ये चीज देखी थी। तो दिस द
Very.
थिंग कि मेंटी एकदम मेरे साथ जुड़ सकता है। इवन
Student
इफ
also
मेंटर
feel
भी
comfortable into that one ना because वो directly mentor से connect हो रहे हैं and उससे
हाँ,
better क्या हो सकता है क्योंकि usually जो भी आपकी classes होती हैं there are a bunch of students and sometimes students don't feel comfortable to share their doubts and all.
yeah, and it's also one to one, so
Yeah,
really good
it,
connection.
that's really good. It was really good to have you into our today's session, Viksit, and thank you so much for joining us.